We're back again with more knife videos, more knife content for the channel. I've you've sort of seen my philosophy, I guess, when it comes to knives. Uh, I sort of just want stuff that I could just beat on, stuff that's not too expensive, that I won't really care if I break it. There's the old philosophy: buy once, cry once. Um, Buy once, cry. If you drop it in the river while you're fishing, cry again. Or if you get a scratch on it, cry again. So buy 20 times, only cry 20 times. If you lose it, then you won't cry again. If you scratch it, don't cry again. There's that's my sort of philosophy. That I like buying inexpensive stuff because I'm a cheapo guy. But there are some knives that really everyone should have. There's really no excuse that you shouldn't have one of these. And for me, that's really these Mora-Neve knives. Now, this one is the Mora Companion. This was the first one, the first Mora that I got, and it's really good. I keep this in my adventuring pack. I have this adventure pack that I carry with me whenever I'm going out on the trail, and this is so good. It's so ergonomic. It feels so good in your hand. This one, I think I stuck this blade in hot vinegar and put this black that like put a this black patina on it, and some of it's worn off as I've used it. If you can see near the tip, I've used this knife out in the field, carving stuff, and that's really what this is for, really bushcraft and stuff. This is a carbon steel blade. It gets very sharp. My friend, he had this. He's like, "Oh, nice." And he just starts running his finger up and down the blade for some reason. I guess he didn't think knives were sharp. I don't know. He cut his finger right open. And I like this sheath that they come with. This thing just clips right onto your pocket, not pocket, but belt. I'm only wearing my basketball shorts right now, but even it'll not illustrating my point well, but it will clip right on, even to your basketball shorts. Can you see that? You see that's on my basketball shorts, and they're very very light. They're very light too, so these aren't going to pull your pants down. When I was out lawn mowing, I've carried this on my hip, and I've actually used this when my weed whacker broke, and I got this next to the fence, and I was going like this under the fence to edge. So, yeah, this is awesome. Everyone should own a Mora Companion. This right now is $18 on Amazon. Not saying you should support Amazon, of course, but if you do use Amazon Prime, these are $18. As a matter of fact, I like the companion so much that I got another one for myself. I have two of them, and look at that nice shiny blade. This one has not gotten a lot of use, but I think I probably got it when it was on sale, and I thought to myself, hey, if I lose this other companion, it won't be a big deal. There is a little difference generationally. These are made in Sweden, one of my favorite Scandinavian countries. There's a difference in this sheath. That might be a generational difference. I never really noticed that. If you look, there's a difference in the V. I don't know what that really means. It's also on the handle. So, not sure what that means, if it means anything. There doesn't seem to be any difference other than the logo. So, Moras are awesome. Everyone should own a Mora Companion. After that, I think I might have even gotten this at the same time, was this, the Mora Robust. If you compare this to the Companion, it's a much shorter, more stout, thicker, wider blade. I cut an onion with this, so that's why it's got that tarnish on it. It's still sharp, and I actually, this is a little bit thicker too, if you can tell. Yeah, you should be able to tell that this is a decent bit thicker. And you can feel the difference when you're carving with this one as opposed to this one. They're both good. I might like the Robust a little bit better, honestly. The Companion might be a bit more versatile because it's like a half inch longer. But I do like the robust. The robust handle is not quite as ergonomic. It's still perfectly ergonomic, but the handle on the companion is really perfect. It's so good. The sheath this comes with is it's got this thing on the front. I don't know what that does or what it's for, but same thing, same sort of clip on the back. It's really good. And then the last like true Mora I have. This is the Mora Craft line. It's I think this is the Craft line Basic. And if you compare this to the companion, the blade is shorter, smaller. It looks like it's the same thickness. Still, it's got the Scandi grind, the Scandinavian grind, which is really good for bushcrafting purposes. I do. There's some grime on this. If you remember from my sword style machetes video, there was that. I'll just show it to you. There's this thing, the katana, two-handed katana machete that I tried carving the handle to make it a little more ergonomic, and I used this, so that's what's on this Mora Craft line. Similar grip to the robust. Feels good. Nothing wrong with it. It's probably the last one I would pick. Both this, let me see. The Mora Robust is around $16, and the Craft line is 13. So yeah, these are good. Mora knife gets a thumbs up from me. I don't have any Martini. I think that's a brand that sells like the Scandi grind type Martini. I've wanted to get one, but also it sort of goes against my philosophy since they're on the more expensive side. Now, real quick, I want to show you this thing that came with a pack, like a knife pack that my aunt got me. This is stainless steel, and you can kind of just tell by holding it, by just having it in your hand. If you try to move the blade any, like this one, it does have a little bit of give. The stainless steel is kind of brittle and really hard, so stainless steel just doesn't do it for me. It's not as good. It's not as good as carbon steel. Carbon steel is the goat. It's the best. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not a Mora, but it's like that same Mora style, I guess. It does not really have a Scandi grind. It's got like a false Scandi maybe. It does have this sheath that comes with it with the nice little clip. But I don't really need to carry this since I have the companion, the Mora companion. Now I wanted to get something else that wasn't a Mora, that was kind of in the same Scandi grind family, and I got this Hultafors knife. Not sure why I decided to go with the Hultafors knife. You might not be able to tell against the green background, but the handle is green. It has this sheath, and the sheath that it came with actually doesn't have the clip. So, big bummer. Maybe I'll take a heat gun and try to fold this over so that I can do that. But the Hultafors, if we can compare it to the companion, a lot thicker blade, a beefier handle. It feels it's heavier, not much heavier. All of these knives are very light, but this it feels tougher. Like you could do more hardcore stuff with it if you wanted to, you know. There's plenty of torture tests on these Moras though, and people will hammer them into a log and stand on them. It's crazy. But Hultafor's handle is not as good as the companion. The companion's handle is very good. And this sheath really isn't as good. It's got a little hole, so I can put it on my neck, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to put it on my neck. So really, like, not having the right sheath, I would carry this around all the time and just throw it at trees or whatever. But it's not easy to carry around because it doesn't have like a conducive sheath. I guess if I'm wearing a shirt with a button, I could put it on my shirt or something. I don't know. Yeah, the Haltifors right now on Amazon is $17.49. Get a companion if you don't have any. I'll show you why too. Just to compare it to the Robust. Look at the grind. If you don't really know what you're looking for, you might not be able to see it. But the grind on the Haltifors is not a true Scandi grind. If you can see, there is a secondary bevel. There's a secondary bevel on the Haltifors knife. So it's got this initial Scandi bevel with a secondary bevel that's actually sharp, where the Robust is one seamless bevel. And you can tell, performance-wise, you can tell that the Scandi grind is different. You just can. So go with the Mora over the Haltifors, in my opinion, honestly. For like, bushcrafting purposes, that's just my opinion. But that's all of my Mora style knives. I have a lot more. I have a lot more knives too. I was gonna show you all of my knives today, but then I realized how many of these Mora style knives I have, and I thought, hey, I don't need an hour and a half long video. I'll just keep them, more pointed, I guess. So that's all of my Scandi style, Mora style knives. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you check out some other content on the channel. I'm not really a knife channel. I'm more of like a personality channel. Show off, my writing and my hobbies and video games and stuff like that. So that's really what the channel's about, is just doing stuff that I like. So if you enjoy, if you want to have some fun with me, smash the subscribe button. Last time I looked at my analytics, like 97% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. That's insane, guys. So like the video right now. I don't like begging for likes and subs, but I also make videos because I want people to watch them. So I want you to watch because I value you. You are important. That's right. You are important to me. So smash that subscribe button, and I want to see you back here. So have a great day.